Durst the worst?
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Oh, Durst the worst.
Durst is the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst?
Durst the worst.
Durst the worst.
Click the links to check out my coffee page, buy me a coffee, or sign up on Subscribestar, join the channel. I'll send you some stickers, and you can send in a video request if you are so inclined. And that's what this video today is brought you by the DN Dude himself, Dindu. And this is just a weird cope or something. I don't know what the deal is with this guy. I didn't see this. People told me about this, but I haven't seen this until now. Regarding, basically every time you search like happy white woman or married white woman or something like that, it shows this sort of thing. Like black guy, white girl, black guy, white girl, black guy, white girl. Anybody that's extremely online or basically just intellectually honest and a sentient being, honestly, can acknowledge that this is sort of a trend on social media. But this guy's got what appears to be some copes. He's like, let's visit the happy white woman. Please fire up your browser and go to Google. Yeah, so he tells you to just search this out and look at what everybody knows. Like, yeah, some woke propaganda crap. It's basically curated by Google's algorithm or something. I mean, I'm a layperson, but years of seeing sponsored advertisements on pretty much every platform that show this is enough to teach me that, like basic pattern recognition kicks in. Now, the first time this picture emerged to me from one of the internet's dark corners, I thought, what is Google trying to tell me? That you're being replaced, goy. That white women's happiness depends on black men? No, dude. They're trying to encourage, like, black dude, white girl race mixing. Like, that's obviously what it is. They're trying to culturally move the needle, and they're succeeding, right? I mean, that's just a big part of the new culture. Is like you walk around town, you're going to see that sort of relationship way more often. And I mean, this is at least a big portion of the reason, or a non-insignificant portion of the reason as to why. Like, it's not just Google curated Google results, search results. You know what I mean? Like, it's the ads you see on like virtually everything, and in the movies too, right? The white guy's always the villain, or the pathetic guy, or the dude giving you shit, right? Or the bully, right? He's almost never like a relatable character these days. So let's see. The post I was reading was promoted by my favorite search engine, Go.go, a search engine which claims, okay, blah, blah, blah. More expected result. Okay, so he's getting it on his, like, non-global homo or not as global homofied search engines. The good. A search for happy white woman is a proxy attack on Google by the radical right. That is just delusional schizo shit right there. How the fuck would one justify that? The idea, the second scenario, and the one that Google SEO specialist is pushing, is that searching for happy white woman has become a thing used by the radical right and used to criticize Google for woke BLM propaganda. And because that search is, quote, in itself is a proxy for woke BLM propaganda, Google shows just that. The idea is that special interest groups on the radical right search for happy white women and click the interracial pictures to prime the search bias and then use the search results as, quote, evidence against the Google for woke. No, okay, yeah, again, that's just utter schizo shit. I mean, because, again, like, you see that same shit on Facebook. You see sponsored advertisements and videos that show, like, a black guy and a white girl, or, like, a mulatto kind of girl. And they have, like, their new school house of next Tuesday, like, I don't know, like, their house in the background, like happy family, pets, and that sort of thing, picturesque, futuristic, very unrealistic. Anybody that's been online for like 2 seconds knows that's like a commonplace thing. But the SEO specialist used this theory, quote, usually it's about the language used, the specific wording of the query. Google indexes the wording of the website, so its results tend to reflect societal prejudices or just mirror the ways words are commonly used in real life. Cope, dude, come on, man. Like, why are all those photos? Those are like stock photos, dude, or like ad catalog, advertising photos, or like, dude, You know what I mean? Who's taking all these photos in the first place? Like, come on, man. Those photos are taken a lot of the time, not always, obviously, but a lot of time with intention to promote a certain thing. You know, it's the same principle behind, like, why are all these movie studios, like, you know, like Afro Hobbits, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to lose money on movies like that. Or, like, The Terminator, where they kill all... Spoiler alert, but you should have seen it already, where they get rid of John Connor and, you know, replace all the characters with, like, Hispanic or whatever, like, lesbians, right? That's just intentionally to, like, irk white dudes and erase them, basically. You know what I mean? It's about just attacking them. Like, that's self-evidently what it is. It's taking something that was previously a people of the light creation and making it not that, right? Boy, I digress. So we're badly motivated. Trick of the language. No, dude. The question has repeatedly been asked by people who enjoy race baiting, but also by others who are tricked into being honestly outraged by a perceived racial bias. No. Google's automated algorithms are not immune from the same prejudice as the rest of society. But you kick off any dissenting viewpoints, but it's another video. From an algorithmic perspective, there's a fundamental problem with the argument that happy white woman results from race baiting, because either it would be a result of Google's user profiling. This is all just like extra fat. So this is the more realistic fucking thing here. The other possibility here, most likely one, in my opinion, Google is secretly pushing woke BLM propaganda, or at the very least, they're allowing for it, or, you know, facilitating it, because, I don't know, they like it. That's probably why. Now, this is the favorite storyline of the radical right, and I'm not radical, dude, not at all. Like, honestly, I'm not. Like, 15 years ago or more, I would have been considered liberal, or not even, honestly, like 7 to 15 years ago, I would have been called liberal, because the main story from competing search engines and Microsoft, okay, Google is openly supporting BLM and other minority groups. However, to think that Google would actively alter its search results to promote minority groups seems unlikely, and would have a broader effect, like affecting searches like Great Scientist, which it clearly does not. Why would you assume that? And by the way, they kind of do that with, like, I fucking love science and all that crap. They promote Neil deGrasse Tyson, and you know what I mean? It's just, the fact is, like, okay, there's way more white women that'll shack up with a black dude than there are, like, black scientists, like, in existence, probably. Women are going to be a lot more susceptible to the brainwashing than there are resources to, like, AstroTurf Blake scientists into the institutions, which they do. I'm sure they do push that, like, you know, or into prominence, that sort of thing. So this is just like an apples and oranges comparison. It's stupid, right? And they're not going to be necessarily pushing an agenda like that, like Blake Man Smart. They kind of do, again, Neil deGrasse Tyson, etc. But, like, the main thing they're promoting is, like, white guy bad, right? Google has been accused of racial bias toward white people. Man, yeah, I mean, Google and I think Coca-Cola and other companies do that, like CRT, woke, Robin DiAngelo, like systematic bias. You know, it's preemptively assumed that they have that in their workplace, so they have to go in there and tell their employees to act less white and stuff like that, and, like, see things less through a white lens and all that stuff, which is just more of what I've been talking about, like, just an attack, right? A unilateral attack. The fact is, if you can't find systematic bias in the dimensions you were looking for, it's not there. In other words, Google might be supporting BLM, but it is not manifested in the search results. That's a lie. It's not that they might be. They blatantly are. Like, every corporation is. We're not going over that again. Like, for the 18 millionth fucking time, dude. Come on. Like, the ugly... Let's see. This is what I think he believes. AI and not Google are racist bias and should not be trusted. Okay... What we're witnessing with Happy White Woman is simple. AI overfitting. Google is the market leader in AI-driven search and prioritizes sentiment over content. Simply put, Google tries to guess why you were searching before what you were searching for. The AI-based algorithm Google uses to determine the user's intent is more potent than the taxonomy. What, dude? Okay, so I mean, is this just a fancy way of saying, I mean, you can skim all this fucking Cope Fest all you want. Like, I'm not going to go through every last fucking thing. I think I'd rather go to the roast section in the comments. You could skim that last part of that all that fluff and fat and Cope Fest, where I guess he's just saying that it's the AI curating these results. Because if you're like, the argument, I guess, is that if that you're rage searching for, like, this bias, that you're going to have it shown to you, like, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Google, you know what I mean, on YouTube, you're going to see. I mean, we also all know that Google, YouTube, more specifically, promotes, like, Blake creators. Like, they front page that shit. They AstroTurf those creators. Like, nobody's actually organically trying to watch some Blake dude sit on there and fucking go, you know, react to a video and go, that's right, and then offer, like, absolutely nothing else of you know, like, no commentary at all, except, that's right. Those creators, like, those kind of creators are being sort of AstroTurfed into prominence. No, like, the AI is woke. That's what it is, okay? Anyway, yeah, Dave based. Incredibly naive and jaw-droppingly stupid rationalization there, Skippy, eye roll. Anti-white, Joe, he's got a little bit of an essay here. The anti-white Google results are not the product of the AI, but rather the intentional design. While this is one of the more visually striking examples, such tactics are widespread and nothing new. It has been ubiquitous in television programming for decades. True. Yeah, at least since, like, the late 90s and early 2000s is, like, the, you know... I think we can pinpoint, like, a huge push to promote, like, hip-hop, like, you know, like, black dudes getting up on the white booty or whatever, but, you know, and, like, white women kind of, like, being in favor of such expression. Like, previously they would have been rightfully weirded out or afraid of such brother man like presence, you know what I mean? Particular characteristics of the actors are as consistent as the tactics. The intention, i.e. the extirpation of the white people, exactly, is plain and at times even stated explicitly, but even those for whom Google is not an obvious active enemy cannot trust the search engine. I would think that even many of those whose interests are aligned would resent being manipulated and deceived, though perhaps just as many, if not most, prefer to be... Okay, this is like a huge thing. Too much schizoid. I wonder what determining conditions are being used specifically to say the removal if X words are present, blah, blah, blah. If it's the AI's fault, then Google AI is garbage. Nobody searching for happy white women are looking to be bombarded with propaganda promoting the idea that a happy white woman equals pregnant by an African man. It's true. Yeah, put that on a fucking t-shirt. Except people will be like, what the fuck? Then you'll have to, like, sit there and explain it to them, and then you'll probably get into a fight at the, I don't know, ice cream parlor. Google is also bad when it comes to anything political. It searches their searches put left-wing views above everything else, and this will go on for pages. True, absolutely true. Like I said before, they promote the woke rainbow black power fist line, so anybody that's honest can tell you that. Oftentimes you have to go to page 10 to get anything remotely moderate. Right of center is even worse. This is one of the reasons why DuckDuckGo is better, as the results do not seem biased, and searching for happy white women on there actually shows, gasp, a happy white woman by herself, just like searching for happy black woman does. There you go. I think John Lee wins the best comment for sure. Can I even up? I don't even know if I can upvote that. Great article and good point. I also go with the ugly explanation. Fun observation. Beside the racial aspect pointed out, it seems as if a happy white woman is with others, whereas a happy black woman is alone. I wonder how the AI came to that conclusion. No. Just no. So anyway, that was bullshit. Yeah, thanks to DNDo for the video request. Again, if you have one, just hit me up on Ko-Fi, link in description, or Subscribestar. Hit me up on New Tech, Yeah, hit me up on Subscribestar, but also hit me up on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey, because YouTube is ace-ho. And I'll play you out with the new demo, the new track, the new single that I put out on all platforms. Save it, check it out, upvote it, like it, love it, hate it, be indifferent toward it, whatever. Peace out.